Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censor. Yeah, I was singing, I was dancing, I was making my chest pop. How, However, I am in energy conserving mode. Yes, I am. And it is almost that time again. You'll know when you know, Regs. But I think my Dennis, my friend, he assumed too much about me. He put me on a pedestal that I didn't deserve. He thought highly of my knowledge base, and I just hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he shouldn't have did it. He shouldn't have did it. Noobs, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. That's all I ever asked for. That's all I ever want was an opportunity and a chance. And so far, you did the click or the tappy tap or whatever it is to get here. Greatly appreciate it, even if it was for that 1 second or even if it was a mistake. I like mistakes. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every single day, but it's not. We just got a special, unique bond. We don't know what to call it. Sometime in the insert future time frame, we will know what to call it. We will retroactively and say, this is what it is. This is what it was. This is what it always will be. IDK. We will rewrite history if we have to, if we need to. I got one of them flashy things that make people misremember or not be able to recall. Did I just say that out loud? Okay. I said nothing. Sharing is caring, but you should not share everything. Sharing is caring, but you shouldn't share everything. I had to say it twice because that's how super, yes, duper important that is. And it's some free advice. Okay. So, Regs, you get this, but I'm gonna try to catch the news up on some Vince's notes here. Some Vince's notes. I'm real cool with my dentist. My dentist is like a personal friend. My dentist is like somebody that I respect, look up to. And when I wasn't seeing him for a long period of time, I was worried about him. I was worried about his well-being. So I have a personal relationship with my dentist. He's put me in good positions. He's helped me out. Like I say, I really, really, truly respect my dentist friend, and he is my dentist. And if you need more details, or if you need more in depth on the situation or how it really, really is, I suggest you go back and review the historical documents. Bird like voice. Bird like voice. Yeah, I suggest you go back and review the historical documents if you need some more information. But that's Vince's notes. Me and my dentist are like buds. Not hang out because he's busy doing his dental thing. And our schedules just don't match. Once again, go back and review the historical documents. Try saying that 1,000 times fast. That's why I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed that he thought so highly of me. I'm a little disappointed that he thought that I was smarter than I actually was, because it wasn't until recently that I realized that I was doing something incorrectly. I was doing something wrong. And no, Regs, this wasn't me flossing. I still floss. I still know how to floss. The dental assistant told me how to floss. She showed me multiple times and said, hey, you're doing a good job, but you probably need to do it this way. And then I had another dental assistant say, hey, you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work, but you might want to do it a little bit more. So I done been all over the map with the flossings. I am pretty much a flossing expert. And I floss sometime when I don't even have to. I floss sometime when I don't even need to. I floss sometime and I don't even know that I'm flossing. It just happens to be that way because it is muscle memory. It just happens. That's who I am. I floss and I'm proud of it. No shame. No shame. And this wasn't even me about me brushing as well, because there was a dark period in my life, which is somewhat recent, but not really. Like, we'll just say within the past 10 years, I had an electric toothbrush, and I really didn't know how to use it or know what I was doing. I was just letting the electric toothbrush do the work, and I was just doing what it do and just holding it up or making sure that I was doing it for about 2 minutes, only to find out that I wasn't doing it right. I was not doing it right, but that's okay. That's okay because when I went for my checkup, when I went for my cleaning, they informed me, my dentist assistant, or one of them, informed me that, hey, you might want to do it this way. And they were showing me how to brush, showing me how to brush, showing me what I needed to do and the direction and the motion and how long, blah, 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 blah. I was like, all right, cool. I was using a electric toothbrush. I think I'm not gonna use the electric toothbrush anymore. I'm gonna go back to the old school manual way because I feel more comfortable doing those motions myself and not having something going super duper fast doing those motions because it'll just make me feel some kind of way. I don't need something like that vibrating and doing those kind of things in my mouth. I just, I ain't with that. I ain't with that. I feel uncomfortable. I feel very, very uncomfortable with something like that in my mouth, making those kind of motions that fast. I'll just go back to the manual. So I ended the dark days. I ended the dark days and went back to manual. And it was cool because the next time I showed up, they was like, ah, yeah, you got it down. But you know what? You probably need to start brushing your tongue because you see that? That ain't normal. I'm like, what? Huh? Wait. I brush my tongue. I do all of that stuff. But I guess I'm just gonna have to invest and buy a brush that's specifically made for the tongue. And I'm still kind of giving the noobs, the Vince's notes here. There's more detail in depth in each situation. I suggest you go back and review the historical documents for the deep dive in the information that I'm giving you. I'm just trying to tie a bow on this. I am just trying to make sure we all end up in the same place. I don't want to leave nobody behind, and I would be leaving you news behind if I didn't explain this out like this. Rags, it's okay. You can sit down. You can go for a snack. You can hear it again. You can add on. You can say the same thing that I'm saying at the same time because you already know how the story goes. Well, that part of it, it's cool. I ain't mad at you. I ain't got number love for you. What you think? And so I went and brought and invested in a toothbrush to just go ahead and brush the tongue specifically. And so the next time that I went back, that problem was rectified. It was alleviated. It was gone. And all of those trials and tribulations, all of those swings and miss, all of those learning from taking the L, because the L is in lesson and learning, all of those incidents, occasions that happen, not one time did anyone explain or correct me on how to complete the process. Get your mind out the gutter because I ain't talking about that process, and that process is automatic. You just go with the flow. You just let to intuition just move you. You just let intuition move you where you need to be moved. Explain, I think not. Explain, it did not happen. I needed to understand how to truly complete the process. Everyone was just assuming that I was on a certain level because I could read and write. Everybody assumed that I was on a pedestal that I shouldn't have been on because I can do addition and subtraction. Everybody just assumed that I knew how to complete the process because I looked like I knew how to complete the process because I was actually doing the process. But the process has to be in the correct order. So I'm told. So it comes to my attention. I was listening to the radio one day, and it was this dental thingy majig that said this is how you complete the process. You use mouthwash first, then you floss, then you brush. And then when you brush, you don't wash after you brush. You just spit the stuff that remains out, and you keep it moving. Or if you want to be froggy, or if you want to get an A+, you wash again, mouthwash. But you don't wash or rinse after the mouthwash. You just let it sit. You just let it go. You just let your mouth be on flames, on fire for however long it will last. My little mind just exploded. My little hamster had a heart attack. My little light bulb just completely blew up. Then I thought, this is definitely going to keep me up at night. This is definitely something that I'm going to be thinking about for a very, 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 very long time. You mean to tell me you do mouthwash, floss, and then brush in that order? You don't floss, brush, and then mouthwash, or brush, floss, and mouthwash? It's like, whoa, that was like me discovering and finding out for the first time that you should not take scissors and cut something that's plugged into the wall. That's how I felt. That is how I felt when I discovered this. I can't do that. That is bad. That is something that will get you hurt in the long run. That is something that once you survive and you don't make that mistake again unless you like to live dangerously, unless you like to play the game raw, unless you like to have that bit of excitement where the risk reward calculation, it don't matter. It's all about the risk. The reward is the risk itself. That's how I felt. That is how I felt. But then I started to replay all of this in my mind. Every time I would go, there will always be the rinse. And when I go to see my dentist and I'm doing the process, there will always be the rinse or the mouthwash or the whatever that stuff is. Then there would be the floss, and then there would be the clean, and then there would be the wash slash rinse again, and that would be the end. And so I started replaying all of this in my mind, started replaying all of this in my head. And I was like, wait a minute, those was the steps. My friend, the dentist, didn't have to tell me this. The muscle memory of the steps were already there. He assumed that at my big brain, he assumed that my big brain would have understood that, would have knew that this is the process, that understood that this is what you do when you go home, but yet you don't have these tools. You just substitute for what you have and then keep it moving and go forward. That was all assumption. that was thinking that I actually knew what I was doing, or that was actually thinking that I would be able to extrapolate the process and compare it, contrast it to me and my life and what I need to do. He was wrong. He thought too highly of me. They expected way too much from me. Apparently, I ain't that bright. Apparently, I ain't that good with numbers. Apparently, I'm just a little bit more confused and definitely gonna be staying up super duper late at night trying to understand where it all went wrong, trying to figure out how can I not let things like this happen again? How can I be more astute when it comes to things that I should know, but I don't know? Unless that what I heard about the process is completely hogwash. What I heard about the process is just somebody making something up. It ain't really true. If you a dentist or know a dentist or pretend to be one and have the information, go ahead, reach out and touch. Let us know. Is it correct? Is it right? Until then, I'm just gonna stay up late at night, and I'm just gonna have to next go around, ask my dentist assistant, and all the people inside that building how to complete the process. Am I shame? Uh-uh. Am I shame? No, I am not. And that's the big brain talking. And that is the big brain talking. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the website at extravdgsports.com. That is xtravdgsports.com. There's a YouTube as well, extra VDG. Like, subscribe, share, basically do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you must, comment if you may. We clap back. Yeah, we do. Noob, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. Greatly appreciate it. Regardless if it took 1 second or 5 seconds of your time, it does not matter. I was there at one point having your time. Regs, I'm just gonna say I'm out.